Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen Alcala, Paper Crafter. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to go ahead and work on creating some tags. I have some leftover images and papers that I want to use. It's going to go into the journal I'm working on. So I thought I'm going to use these tags. I found them in a bag. I've been organizing and cleaning my craft space. I bought a bunch of little bins, so I'm trying to get everything in together, like things together. So I have all these tags and postcard things I want to use and cover. So the journal's not a big journal, but I do want to make some cute things. I thought with this, it would be fun to go ahead and there's a lot of pretty images on this piece of paper. I know I'm not cutting out straight or you know, circular perfectly, but I'm okay with that. So here's one. I'm thinking that could be real pretty. This is really pretty too. That I'm just gonna get rid of that. I might keep that on there, maybe. I'm gonna throw this piece away here. But look at that pretty lady, that one, that one. There's a lot of really pretty images still on here. So since that is like that, I know that this is going to be like a tall, thin one. That's no wonky. Okay, I didn't want to go that. That's okay. See, isn't that pretty? So I have those two these three right here. And then with this one, I'm going to have to cut right here. It'd be like a headshot. See? And because this one needs to be trimmed here, I'm going to go, this needs to be small too. So that's really crooked. See if I can straighten that out just a little bit. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this piece because that has some flowers on there. But what I'm going to want to do is get a background. I'm going to go with one of these for now. I'm going to go ahead and cover this. So I'm going to use my glue. This is a slickery type card, so I'm not positive how well this is going to stay on there, but we'll give it a shot. I don't have my sewing machine plugged in yet, and I keep thinking I got to do that because this is the perfect situation to get that sewing machine going, and if it doesn't stick real well, I can always sew it, right? Okay. And then I'm just going to trim this up. I don't really know for sure what kind of tags I want to make. I just figured I'd just start and see what happens, which I often do. So today is Sunday before Thanksgiving. It's 2025, in case somebody's watching this and it's not 2025. I got up early this morning and went to the grocery store because for me, it'll be the last day that I can shop in the daytime because I work, I work Monday through Wednesday, and this week at work is super busy, so I can't just even like take off a couple hours to go grocery shopping. And then if you know anything about Thanksgiving, which is an American holiday, people shop super early. It's like, wowza. So I know I have punch for cutting the edges. Honestly, I don't really like them that much. I'm just going to eyeball it and make these rounded. I figured the rate that the one I have cuts, I might as well go ahead and eyeball that, right? I do want to ink the ends. I'm going to use this color here, Scorched Timber. I think it's pretty. Since the journal is on the darker, moodier side that I'm working on, I thought the color was perfect. as I was saying, that the grocery stores get super crowded when people are getting ready for Thanksgiving. So I got up early today and went grocery shopping. I'm going to see, since this is long, maybe I can use this long tag. That could be real pretty. So I'm wondering if I trimmed. I'm trying to decide if I want to show the black piece or get into this. I kind of like this better. I am going to remove this part right here. Get rid of that. And now I'm trying to decide, you know how you get these tags in your clothes? I'm thinking that could be cute. Added on to this, maybe. That could be cute. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and ink this as well. Let's just first measure so I'm not wasting my inking time. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this excess off right here. I am going to ink around here. Okay, so I inked the image. I'm just trying to decide on placement. Let me move some of this out of the way. Let's move that out of the way too. So if I place it here, see, I'm thinking about this could be a belly band. So I could put something on the inside. I think that could be real cute. I think I'm going to do that, guys. I like that idea. However, it's pretty flimsy. I'm thinking that I probably want to back this with something. Hold that thought. This paper feels a little thicker than the paper I'm using. I love the image. I just wished the coloring was vibrant. It's too faded for my use, so it works well for some background things, but to use it, for me to use it as a journal, it's not something I think I'm gonna probably do. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that as a back piece, just to give it a little bit more strength, or durability, I guess. Okay. Here we go. Good enough. So I'm probably going to have to ink it again because clearly I cut off some of that inking I did. Okay. Let me get the ink out. I don't have to do the whole thing, just the areas that I cut, I guess. Well, basically I'm doing the whole thing. Okay. Let me move this piece of paper out of the way. That's my excess paper. Okay, so now it's a little bit more durable. Get the shards out of the way. I have shards everywhere on my desk. Okay. So going back to my story about grocery shopping, I did get up early to go shopping, and believe me, I did not want to go. For me, I thought it was freezing cold. I live in California, and it's usually pretty mild. I mean, you guys probably would think it's mild if you live in the snow country, but to me, you know, 49 degrees or whatever it was, I don't even know, I'm just guessing, was too cold. So I don't like cold. My body doesn't like cold either. Okay. Ooh, I got glue on it. I hate when I do that. I'll probably have to put something there. But actually, see, look at, this is going to be like the belly band, right? Isn't that cute? And I do want to incorporate, okay, I just pulled out some stuff here I thought might be kind of cool to use. I'm not opposed to making it just to use with a small tag like this. I think that could be cute. So something like that could be really pretty. Like that. Ooh, I like this blue. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Or I might even use, remember that video I did last week with all the shard stuff? I could use a little bit of shard, right? Like that. You know I love that. I'm going to do that because I love that look. Oh, I'm trying to open up my glue and it's already opened. So used to closing it right away. It's automatic. Okay, let's just put a little bit here to make it cute, pretty. A little extra embellishment, shall we? There. Okay. I want to add something else to that too. Let's just see what I pulled out. So I pulled out different things thinking, well, you never know. Oh, that's pretty. That could be real nice. I feel like it needs another layer. I wonder if it needs a little lace something, something. Let me see. Hold on. I got a ton of lace to the side of me. I'm sure I can find something to use here. Of course, it all looks white, and I don't want white. I want off-white. I always have the opposite. When I'm looking for white, I find. Let's just see what this would look like. If I cut a little piece of this. Let's just see. What do you guys think? Kind of like it. I'm going to do it. I'm trying to, again, work a little faster so my video is not 5 hours long. Okay, there's one. Now I need to work on the little belly band, which I'm going to use this. I think this is so cool, how hard it is. I don't want to use the same background paper. What I'm thinking about is pulling from this stack here. Now this was part of the kit that came with this. I'm going to link everything down below. All the kit that I used. Since it's a design team project, I am not using any other kit. So I'm really sticking within the confines of the kit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cover all this. I just want to let, fold it over. Okay. I thought that might be a little easier. So I can see where it ends. Let's go ahead and cut this and this. See, I got a little excess right there. All right. I'm going to save this because it might come in handy. You never know. And looks like I have a little bit excess here. Oh, I cut into the tag, but that's okay. I'll just cut it up. That's thick. Thick, I tell ya. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ink again. Use the same color. And finished inking that. I like that little square. Do you guys remember seeing that little piece that was on the top. Pretty sure it's here. Oh shoot. The one area that I cut was, that piece that I cut is from the top, so that's not going to work. That's okay. I'm still going to use this. Let's see if I need to actually put anything on it or just like that. Okay, I want to put some trim on it. How would something like this look? Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. I'm going to use this. Let me just cut a piece off. And then I am going to put some ink. Oh gosh. Let me pick up. Okay. I'm going to just put some glue right here. And glue this down. So pretty. I love that pretty shiny ribbon. It's really gorgeous. And then I'm going to just put some glue on this end. And then let's fold that over. I mean, it'd be good to actually, if I had a small image to put on there, but the flowers are pretty on their own. I kind of really like that one flower. I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to put it this way so I can pull it out, right? I think that's pretty. I'm going to put it kind of an angle. What do you guys think? Simple, but I really like it. Should I put a little lace right there? I guess that's pushing it, huh? It is supposed to be simple. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to work on some little ones. I really like these little things. I don't know if this undoes. It's kind of a weird situation. I've never seen this before. You know what I think I'm going to do? So I don't have to cut. Well, maybe I should just cut the string. It's just that the black goes so well with my journal. Here's my journal. See how the black string really works well? I kind of like it. I'm going to try to see what I can do. So I'm going to work on covering up just the paper. Just the paper. Let me see what I have. Like this could be really pretty. That blue. See if I left the very top uncovered. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put glue. Okay. Oh, you know, I could do right here. See? I'm going to trim this because there's a cut and I'm not sure. I can fold it over and see if you can tell that there's cut in the paper. Yeah, look at, I'm going to need to go ahead and cut this. I could wrap this. Put a little glue on there. Wrap that. Sorry if my hands are really looking slickery. It's winter and my hands hurt terribly. So honestly, I don't think you could tell that that's the bottom of the bowl. I had to put on some Vaseline. It's called like an intensive repair for your body. I use it on my hands. in winter, I'm always in misery with my hands. They get really dry and cracked, really bad. And so I gotta, you know, take care of them. So hopefully my hands are not too shiny. Okay, so how's everybody? How's everyone doing? Are you getting ready for holiday season, whatever holiday it is you celebrate? Okay, I'm going to do this tag, but not in the same paper. I wonder what it would look kind of muted, huh? Let's see. Let me see what other pieces of paper I have here. Ooh, I like that piece of paper. That's pretty. Let's see. Do the same thing. I'm just going to go up to a certain point and see how that works. Okay. Oh, don't want that little thread in there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut all this up. I'm going to go to probably here. See. Let's see how that will look. I think that will work. Yep. Perfecto. You know what? Instead of using my finger, I'm going to use my little tool. Okay. I love how this fabric tag allows time to move things around. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut this off. Okay. I love that. Could leave it white, but I don't want to leave it white. I want to put paper on it. I could use this paper, piece of paper that I just had sitting there. No, you know what? I'm going to use this paper. I'm going to do the same thing. Ooh, look at the glue. That's why I keep it covered. Hold on. See, we need to wipe that down. Okay. Okay, let me put some on there. Alrighty. Okay, where's my lid for my glue? Lesson learned. There goes the lid. Doesn't probably matter which side. Just gonna put this one here. Okay. And I'll just trim it. Sliding away. Okay. Let's go ahead and trim this down. Okay. Throw that out. Okay. All right, so I'm going to ink. Oh, look at, there's white paper. Can you guys see that? That white right there? Definitely got to go. Got to go. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and ink that up. See? With this white, I did put a little bit of ink on it as well, just to tone down that white look, but I still like it. So this will be a tag that I can decorate with a little piece of lace. I do have a piece of this I just cut. I like that. Isn't that pretty? Do you like it like that, guys? Do you like that? Maybe even like that. That's cute. Kind of like it up here, though, honestly. I think I'm going to put it up there. Just a little bit of glue. It's pretty thin lace. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have done that glue right there, but nothing I can do about it now. Okay, so I'm going to have to let this sit and dry. I put too much glue for what little lace that is. Bummer. So you're going to be able to see right through that. Bummer. Okay, I'm going to remove it because I blew it. I'm going to use something different. Let's pull out some of this stuff. I'm just going to cut a piece off because that's what I do. And let's put it up here. Okay. No rhyme, no reason. Just because I had too much glue. But I like it. You know, I always like those offcuts, those weird random pieces. And I'm still thinking about doing this here. Okay, so now I need to add a little bit of glue. I think there's a little glue still on this. I'm just going to put a smidge of glue. And I'm going to add it right here. Okay. Oof. Let's see if I can cut that without destroying it all. It's a little cut for something. And let's see what I see. Oh, that blue might be pretty there. What if I should put some kind of a flower or something there? You know, a little brooch would be nice. Gosh, wouldn't a brooch be pretty on there? I love that. Hold on. Can you guys see that? I like that. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. A little bit. Cover my glue. And I'm going to put this really pretty little lace piece on there. Okay. Let me trim that down. Let's see. I like it. So I really like the idea of having this on there. But I felt like it needed something to, see what I mean? It needs something. That is really pretty though, right? I think I'm going to do it, you guys. I think I'm going to do it. Or let's see. What if I did that whole thing? Ooh, I like it. I like it like that. I like it like that. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Just guessing where the glue is going to go. I love all that lace upon lace upon lace. I wonder what it would look like if I folded this in on itself. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so let's put that on there. Let me see. I like that. Then I'm going to put some glue on this beautiful, excuse me, sorry guys. Now let's put her down. Okay, whoops. want to go ahead and cut, well, let's see. Okay, what if I was just to glue this around? Kind of want it to dry a little bit before I flip it over. Like that. No, that just looks like it's the back of something. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look a little bit more finished. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this. Pretty, right? I like that a lot. I like it a lot. In fact, I like it so much, I'm thinking that I need to include, where's this? Right here. A little bit of lace. Doesn't that just polish it off so nicely? I'm going to do it. Can you see? I'm just going to, right in this one little spot, see this pretty sweet little piece? I'm going to include it. I love that. Let's see if I can get this on there. Cute, cute, cute. Let me just trim this. Sorry if my hand's in the way, guys. I like it. Didn't that add so much? Just that little itty bitty thing. I think so. Makes a difference. Now I kind of feel like I need something right there. Jeepers. Okay, wait. Go back. I'm sorry, guys. Let me finish this one. You're like, women out of control. Women out of control. Okay, now I do want to do something on here. I don't want to do the exact same thing, but I really do love, I don't want to use that. Let's see, what would this be like? If I was to just, no, I don't like that. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, let's move this out of the way. That out of the way. I don't have any small images that came with this kit. In my drawer, I pulled this out. I want to see maybe just cutting a piece like that. Might be pretty. I think that would be pretty. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. See if that works. Let's put this down there. Okay. I want to get rid of all this stuff here. Should have cut that off before, right? But I wasn't thinking. Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and trim this up. Just flip it around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Move all that to the side. I love it. Love it. I do. Watch. Hold on. Let me get this. So when it's going to hang, it'll look like that. Isn't that beautiful? The backs aren't fantastic, but that doesn't matter because they're the backs, right? I could put some lace in the back, but I'm not going to. So that's another one done. And so this I want to go back to. I have to revisit this because I'm not thrilled with that. Let me see if there's anything I can use. Again, my little smudge of not quite it. Hold on. Yes. Just needed that little something, see, right there, just to cover that edge. Sorry, my hands are all full of glue. Today's not a good hand day for me. They're shiny and now they're gluey. And okay, I'm just gonna cut off that little bit. Okay. Let's try to get a very small little line of glue here. Ugh, I think I went way crazy. Let's see. Get my tool. Oh, that's splitting right there. It's okay. I don't mind splitting. It's nice not to be a perfectionist, but I think a perfectionist wouldn't think that. After this, these pretty ones. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. See how wonderful your tags can be? Little did you know. This is an odd, strange one. I'm going to use it. So I'm going to need to do some backing because this is too big here. I could use this color again, but I don't really want to use that color again. This is so pretty, this paper right here. Let me go with this. This is pretty. I like the coloring, so I'm going to go for it. You know, it's really fun to make these. Just so simple, right? Just enjoyable thing. Okay. So, let me flip this page over. Plop that on there. And put that there. You can see it's already rounded there. Okay. I'm going to move it over. It'd probably be helpful to let it sit in glue. Just let it sit. Probably be helpful for the glue to sit and dry, but you know me. Okay. Ooh, I get to use that pretty piece right there. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So I've started riding a stationary bike at my house. I'm going on, this will be my 3rd week. Hard to believe, 3 weeks already. Wowza. Time flies, man. It's hard to believe. Anyhow, it is helping me sleep better. That was what the doctor wanted, was that to help me sleep. I'm not sleeping good, guys. I think I've just been really stressed out about work. So, speaking of work, I tried for this one job with the county. I did not get it. They hired somebody who was already within the county. But they said I'd be on the wait list for a year. But according to another county worker, the person they hired, pretty lousy worker. Wouldn't that be funny if I ended up getting it by default? But anyway, yeah, I have been looking for work. But I'm being really picky about it. I don't want to just, I'm going to round these off, guys. I don't want to just get any job, right? I'm going to have a job. I just not thrilled with the company that is taking over this place where I work. And that might be happening soon. My insurance went up by $1,000 a month. Just think about that for a second. It's wild, right? So I continue to pray and ask God for guidance and wisdom. And I'm fine where I'm at right now. So I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. And then the company I'm working for now, it hasn't taken over yet, the new company. The company I'm working for now told me that there is going to be a manager job opening up that they would like me to consider. And I will consider it. Okay, let's get rid of all that. Okay, I'm going to ink. So, hold on. Okay, so I did ink this up. I'm going to punch a hole in it. I'm going to use this hole puncher because my other one is in my tote bag. I was going to go to my friend's on Friday night, but I was feeling kind of cold and tired and not my legs were hurting. I get in pain when it, in the cold. Like I said, I don't do well in cold. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to use a, what's it called? Eyelet, because I don't have the eyelet setter with me. But I am going to just string some beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love that. Let's see, maybe I'll do a double. Okay. Let me cut this. And then let's string this in. I think I used this last year for Christmas. Feels familiar. Let's go at an angle. That's already at an angle. Kind of tall though, right? Let's trim that down a little bit. These scissors are getting dull. Bummer. Isn't that pretty? I kind of like it like that. Too bright. Too bright. I tell you, with this discarded stuff. Like that. Oh, isn't that cute? I love that. That's what we're going to do. So I am just going to put a little glue on the backing so I can put it where it's landing. And then one on this side. I hate that stringy stuff. There. Okay. Then I need a little glue underneath this one here. Just a little bit. Okay. Isn't that cute? I don't like that. It's like, looks white right there. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can cover that up. Not sure what happened there. Weird. It won't cover. Huh. I'll just put a little bit more. That is so bizarre. I don't know what that is. Why it won't cover. Maybe that's, I don't know what that is. It's impossible to cover. I love that. So simple, but I just love that. Okay. If I wanted to, I could include her on the other side. But it is pretty. I could put her here, but I don't. Do I want to do that? Maybe. Let's cut this out. Let's just see what's what. Let's see. I could do that. Let's kind of try to straighten this out a little bit, because this is definitely not straight. Okay, so I inked around that. Let's go ahead and glue this down. You know what would have been good if I had thought about it before I stuck glue all over this? Have a little bit of lace coming out in the ends. That would have been so cute. So cute. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something that won't just, that's something just right here. Oh, that's so cute. Hold on. I am going to use this. But I am going to cut the center of this so that there are 2 pieces. Hold on. Let's get the glue up a little bit. I mean the lace just a tad up. Okay. And then this side. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. I wanted it this way. Duh. And this way. Okay. I can do this, guys. I can do it. See what happens when you suddenly occurs to you to do something? It makes it a little bit harder, that's all. Not undoable, though. Okay, I like that. Now that feels cute. Pretty. Let's pull that in a little bit. Looks pretty even. So I'm going to trim it up. Oh, shoot. Trimming the paper by accident. Ugh, I hate these scissors. Gosh, it's time to get new ones or get these sharpened or something. I hate buying new ones just because I want them sharp. Are you guys like that too? I don't know where in my town where I can get scissors sharpened. Oh, look at the glue's already drying off. I'm going to put a little bit more on there just to get that to stick. Okay. Yay. Okay, I'm going to put glue back on here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Cuter. Can't really see it too much. I was hoping it would come out on the other end. So let me pull this lace out a little bit. See, I wanted there to be some visible signs of that lace. It's not exactly what I hoped for, but it's still pretty. I still like it. But I am going to curve the end. Let's see if I can tug on it, see? To pull it out a little bit more. Then that way you see a little bit here. Let's see. Keep tugging a little bit at it. Okay. Uh-oh. I think I tugged too far. There. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. These are the tags I made. You could put that in the front or this one. I kind of like that almost better. So this is the first one we made. The little tag pull. I like that. You know, it might be kind of cool too. I'm going to trim that up a little bit. What might be cool is to put a piece of paper. A person can use that to journal. Same thing with this. I thought they could journal on that too. I love these. I love this tag. These two tags. I love the lace. I just love it. I think they're so pretty and elegant. And I love this one. I really like this a lot. Very simple. And that's pretty too. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you get to play in your craft room today or your craft space and get to let your artistic juices flow. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed week. I pray that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Even if you're not sharing it with anybody, any day is a good day to be thankful, right? God is good and faithful, and I know that He will accomplish what He needs to in all of our lives. All right, you guys, take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.